So this is the first episode of this little mini-series I've been planning to do, and here's the first one. And for some context, this video is made for a school project, so that hopefully explains what's kind of dumbed down. Because a lot of people from my school might not understand certain game mechanics. This is why I haven't made any videos in a while. So I've been working on this mini-series and a different video too. This video series is how to beat different types of games and genres, and this is the first one, which will be a first-person shooter one. The game is the original Halo, because it's simple to understand the mechanics, and it doesn't make YouTube mad at me for violence in the video. Some context about Halo is that it's set in the future of 2552, and has the same history as our up to the year 2001, because that's the year the game released. Okay, yeah. And they didn't know the future, obviously. Main groups are the UNSC, which means United Nations Space Command, which are the military, and there's another human group called ONI, which is basically the space CIA, and they perform the same things CIA basically did in real life, but anyways, well, and they perform things that are, well, let's just put it as very cruel for now. Now let's get into the video, because I have no idea on what else to write here. The first mission appears of the giant ship Pillar of Autumn in the cutscene. The cutscene is basically something in games that acts a way to add context or to show something off, and are basically mini movies in a way. And you hear two important characters talk. The first character is a man named Captain Keyes, who's important to this game, and an AI named Cortana, who's very important to the whole video game series of Halo. And they talk about their escape from an enemy, which we'll soon see. And their escape is seen in a pretty cool game called Halo Reach, or if you don't want to play games anymore, you have to read the book Fall of Reach, or there's a little movie adaptation, which actually doesn't show that, so that, never mind what I just said. Why did I even say that? And Keyes says to Cortana to wake him up, and she says, already done. Now we see another cutscene of all the troops in the autumn preparing for a fight. We see all the tech and future things that happen in this future. We see a character make a speech, and he isn't really important in this game, but is important in the later ones in the books. And his name is Sergeant Avery Johnson. We now cut to two engineers about to wake someone up in a pod, and we see the one and only Master Chief, the face of the Xbox. Master Chief is very important to the story of Halo, which is kind of obvious since he's on the cover of like 6 of them. But in the first 3 games, he's more of a blank state because they wanted to make it so that the player can imagine themselves as him better. And the rest of the games, which by a different company, and books add more to his character. Yeah. Now the game finally starts, and we go into the Chief's POV, and we look around, and something else to mention is I switched between graphics of the original version from 2001 to the remastered one, just because in some situations I get bored, like what is happening on screen currently. We finally get to exit the pod, and we do a little tutorial where we look at the light so we can decide if we want a normal look around or inverted. But I choose normal, and then we do a shield test, which is just fair to explain to us how it actually works. And then the way it works is you can take a few amount of shots before it breaks and your actual health gets damaged, and the way to recover shield is to not get shot and wait for it to recharge. We then get told to report to the bridge where the captain is, and we are about to leave, and right before we do, we see the engineer and the upper deck get shot by Leech, which are a part of the government who are like the main villains of the franchise, except for like 2 games. Never mind, I should not say anything. Who are equal to you with the same type of shielding and plasma weapons with shred shields, especially on higher difficulties. And we see them kill the engineer, and we run out of the room with the surviving one. And he leads us down the hallway to a door, and then he blows up, and we get some sick music, which I will not be playing in this vid, since I don't know if it's copyrighted, and I don't want to try it. Now we do a run through of the other where we see some humans like the Covenant, Elite, and the Grunts, which are the weakest troop but are very strong in numbers. We run through a few more hallways, and we meet up with a Marine who shows us the rest of the way to the brig, and we see a bit more human and Covenant fighting before we finally make it to the brig, and we talk to Keyes in the cutscene, and he tells us to get Cortana, the AI, out of here. Make sure she doesn't get captured by the Covenant. The cutscene ends, and he hands us an empty pistol, and we run out of the brig and pick up ammo. I should just mention, though, that there is actually no ammo on the ground if you notice, but whatever. And we just finished half a mission right now. Yes, half a mission is no shooting, just running. Or at least that's the 20 minutes of footage I got for this mission. And we run into a room where we pick up an assault rifle. We see some Marines find some Covenant. We kill the elites and grunts by shooting and punching them because it's slightly quicker when my gun is empty and needs to reload to just punch them. We run down the hallway, killing the elite with our pistol because the pistol in Halo 1 is absolutely broken, which means it's overpowered. I just lost where I was in my script. Give me a sec. Which is the pistol on Halo 1 is absolutely broken, which means overpowered and kill elites very quickly if you land headshots. We come across another elite where we backsmack him, which is meleeing his back, which insta-kills him. We walk through some more Vialdum, and we see some Marines at an escape pod door, and it explodes, and some Covenant enter, and we kill them with our weapons. And enter the Covenant boarding craft too, and we pick up a red cube, which... well, it's not a red cube, it's a cube with a red circle in it, but whatever. Which is an overshield, which makes our shields better and be able to take more damage before they break. We walk through some more hallways and we see some Marines shooting, and we go around and flank the Covenant. I just kill the Covenant with all my resources I have, my guns, and punchy. And we go around and we walk through more hallways while killing more Covenant. We enter a big room where I kill all the enemies in there as fast as possible with no mercy, because this room on the highest difficulty with modifiers on it. It ruined my friend's attempts at doing this mission with modifiers and the highest difficulty. We kill some more grunts with our pistol, and we look out the window to see some more escape pod sleeper ship. We run up to a little door, which leads to maintenance access ways, and we wait for a little while for the game to catch up, and we go through the access ways to get to an area where we flank the Covenant again. You walk a bit more into a room where we see an area we did a tutorial in, and we see some elites down there who are actually trying to kill us before we woke up, which obviously didn't happen since we're alive. We go down some more hallway, killing anything we can see. We make it to the final area where I attempt to headshot an elite for a certain reason, because it's canon in the books that one of the elites we kill on the head after live. But I fail, and I just give up and throw a few grenades before I go to an escape pod. We wait a little at a cutscene place, and that's the end of the mission. So that's the end of the first episode. So if you made it this far and like it, please like this video, subscribe, and turn on the bell to not miss the next parts of the series. So see you later. Have some fun with games.